Hello everyone watching on YouTube and welcome to Tales of Berseria, the 16th, if I'm not mistaken, the 16th game in the Tales of franchise. I played Berseria back when it came out and I loved it. One of the best Tales of games I've played, one of my favorite games, truly amazing. I also, a while back, I don't remember when exactly, but we might end up seeing the save file that says as much at some point. I actually platinumed this game last year or the year before. I really wanted something to do on my own time a while ago, and I was looking to platinum games, and I picked up Berseria again and played it on my own about a year or two ago, and realized that I probably wasn't as good at the combat back when it came back out as I am now. So I'm very excited to play Berseria again and to play it better than I did originally, because I remember very vaguely, this game came out back in like 2017, so I played it on the channel blind like 6 years ago, and I remember especially in like the post-game, I would get frustrated here and there because some of the enemies were just way harder, and I probably wasn't playing as good as I should have been. So I am excited to give Berseria even more credit because it was already, even with that, one of my favorite games. But I'm excited to give it even more credit now, as I hope I play a lot better than I did like 6 years ago. I like to think I've come pretty far, especially as a JRPG gamer, since then. But yeah, Tales of Berseria. I've been wanting to play it on the channel again. It really needed a Redux because it's over 6 years old on the channel. It says 2016 down there because it came out in Japan in 2016, I think. We, in the States, got it in 2017. But it's time. It's finally time, and I am very, very excited. So let's new game it up. We're not going to new game plus, obviously. I think we're going to do moderate. I'm pretty sure I normally go with moderate. This is one of the things I love about Tales of. They've been doing it in recent years, at least. I don't know for how long. But moderate is normally the sweet spot in Tales of games, in my experience. Normal, at least for me, is usually just a little too much on the easy side, but still good. Moderate, and then hard will be, like, annoying. But moderate, for me, is perfect. So, input buffer window, adjust the amount of time allowed for buffering commands during a combo. Let's just leave that to default for now. Gonna leave all that. Subtitles are on, menu shortcuts is fine, that works. We're just gonna leave most of this on default. The game might be a little loud at the start, by the way, for those of you on YouTube. The intro was very loud, but I'm not sure if that was just the intro or not. I have chat here with me as always, and chat will let me know if the game audio needs to be toned down a little bit once we get into the game, because I've been really busy and I didn't take time to check everything before. Man, I love when my volume sliders are rated 4 out of 5 stars. But we might try and turn this down. I might try and turn it down through Streamlabs instead, since this only works in increments of 5. But we'll see how it goes. TV speaker and wireless controller speaker. No. Yeah, TV speaker only. Hey, chat, how would you like it if I did all of the battle voices and stuff through my wireless controller speaker only? What if I just held it up to my microphone? Would that be cool with you guys? We're gonna do TV speakers only because, you know, I'm not an animal. So, yeah, there we go. Let's start the game. Dude, the best thing... Oh, never mind. We have a cutscene first. Madara is casting the Infinite Tsukuyomi.
They're already demons. You hide here, Velvet. I'm going back to help Celica.
I'm so scared. Arthur, please.
You'll be just fine with these. Celica enchanted them herself. They'll give you the courage you need to survive.
They will?
Sure they will. Now, have I ever lied to you? I'll come back for you once Celica is safe. It's scary. But don't give in to fear. Don't despair, no matter what.
I won't. I promise. After all, I'm Laffy's older sister, and your student.
What an opening, chat. What an opening. Those magic apples didn't help out too much. Oh no! Still very intense.
On that day, the world began to change. Men and beasts possessed by evil spirits, hunting and killing anyone they could. But even in the depths of despair, only two things matter to me. The taste of blood-soaked flesh, and revenge upon one man.
Yo, can we get Velvet a shirt?
Laffy, time to wake up. Okay.
Oh, we got her a shirt, thank you.
Morning.
Ask and ye shall receive.
I told you to stop calling me Laffy. I'm not a little kid anymore.
Grumble, grumble, huh? You must be feeling good.
Bit of a fever, I'm afraid. At least the new medicine's supposed to come today. Until then, you stay in bed, got it? What? Aw, but I wanted to go to the Cape. Sorry, you'll have to wait. Can't I at least read a book?
Don't trouble your sister, Laphicette.
I didn't mean to.
Arthur, done chopping firewood?
Yeah, enough to last through winter. But there's something else I need to take care of. Sorry, but medicine money will have to wait a bit.
I can earn it myself then. Bring down a few prickle boars, and I'll have plenty to offer in trade.
On your own?
Arthur's first maxim. Plans must be solid and reactions flexible.
All right. I shouldn't doubt my students' abilities. Sorry to put you in a spot.
I'm sorry, Velvet.
Whoa, hey! What's everyone apologizing for? We're a family, right?
Right. I'll see you later.
I whipped up some porridge for you, okay? Be back by evening.
Thank you. Be careful, Velvet.
If there's any of you watching this that have never seen this game before, either on your own or my original playthrough or whatever, I just want you to know, two of the best characters, probably, in the Tales of franchise, both on screen right there. Velvet and Artorias, great characters for very different reasons. Dude, I'm so pumped. It hasn't really hit me until right now as I'm looking at the controls about to actually start to get moving around and playing the game instead of just watching the setup and the opening and all. I'm so excited to play this game again. I love the characters, I love the story, I love the gameplay. This is one of Tales of's best, without a doubt. Aball, the Village of Longing. And the fact that this is one of Tales of's best is astounding, because the one right before it that this game is like a spiritual prequel for is one of Tales of's worst. Tales of Zestiria came out right before this game, and then they made this one, and let me tell you, a lot of people, myself included, were really worried about Berseria because Zestiria sucked. But this game is fantastic, and I'm so excited to get to play through it.
Rest up, all right?
Don't forget to take some gels with you. You know, you're careless sometimes.
I'll be fine. You just make sure.
Don't worry about me. I'll be in bed resting.
You better be. Keep warm, and no going outside.
Sheesh, you don't trust me at all. It'll get dark if you don't leave soon.
Is it still right to call Berseria like a straight prequel? Because like Zestiria and Berseria take place in the same world and all that, but like maybe I don't understand what spiritual successor means. But like they happen in the same world, and there's one thing at the end of Berseria that I'm not gonna immediately spoil for anyone who hasn't seen this game before that definitely links to Zestiria. But like other than taking place in the same world, they have like nothing to do with one another. They don't connect all that much other than like two characters, really. But I guess you would still call it a straight sequel. I thought that you used, is spiritual prequel or spiritual sequel not what you're supposed to use when it's like, oh, they don't really relate to one another, but like they're in the same universe, etc. But they don't really have much to do with one another, because they really don't have that much to do with one another. Open up. A minimap showing your current surroundings is displayed in the upper left corner.
If I'm on the hunt for prickle boars, I'd better try the tranquil woods outside of town. This is for Laufey's medicine, so I can't mess this up.
I probably should have read that info, actually, but, you know, whatever. Anyways, straight sequel, spiritual prequel, etc., whatever you want to call it. My point is that Zestiria sucked, and Berseria doesn't. And I tell you this, you may be thinking, oh, Chaos, you haven't played Zestiria since it came out and all that. You're probably just not thinking that good on it. I actually platinumed Zestiria in the last year or so. I did it right after I platinumed Berseria a while back. So I played through all of Zestiria again. And I did skip some cutscenes because it was bad, but I watched the majority of it as I played through it because I wanted to, like, refresh myself, like, is this actually as bad as I remember? And let me tell you, it's really bad. Like, Zestiria's story, its characters, all bad. Its gameplay, fine. Its gameplay its gameplay was not as good as I remembered. But, anyways, my point is Berseria is amazing. And the fact that it came off the backs of Zestiria and is even still linked to Zestiria in the way that it is fantastic. It's amazing that this game was so good. All right, I'm hearing that sound effects are a little loud. I'm gonna turn down the music by one as well. We're gonna leave voice and movie as loud because honestly, if I want anything to be louder than me, I want it to be voice and volume. Let's try that. I need to turn my headset up a little bit. Anyways. But yeah, prequel to Zestiria, but just a way better game, and it has so little link to Zestiria that you can, you don't need to play Zestiria at all, is my point.
Come to think of it, Arthur hasn't requested his favorite dinner in a while. There's been so much going on, and the village always has him out hunting. Maybe he's just worn out? That does it. I'll cook him up some prickle boar stew, just like Celica taught me. That ought to pick him right up. A healthy portion of nourishing meat cures fevers and weariness alike.
Spiritual successor means not connected by anything in world, more something in the same style or feel. All right, I learned something new today. Learn something new every day.
Ever since the opening 7 years ago, this world's really gone crazy. Famine, freezing weather, and worst of all, this demon blight that's turning people into monsters.
I can't believe that people can really turn into those things. It's a nightmare.
Does no one know what causes demon blight? Or how to heal it?
No. What we do know is that when people turn into those monsters, I mean, demons, they gain incredible strength and attack humans on sight.
Whoever named it the opening named it right. It's like someone opened a portal directly to hell.
Come to think of it, Celica died during the opening, didn't she?
What a thing to bring
It
up.
might be a good thing she died when she did.
What?
She didn't have to suffer through all of this.
It's good that my sister died? How can you say that?
Sorry. I didn't mean it that way.
You're a real idiot, you know that? Sorry about him, Velvet.
This might be the stupidest man in Tales of history. You know, maybe it's good that your sister died 7 years ago, and after your parents are already gone, and left you and your brother and brother-in-law all alone. What a horrible thing to say! How does a person like that exist? There was something I was gonna do. Oh, can I make it where the dialogue is cycling on its own? Can I change that? Because I would like to control the cycling of dialogue. I'm either blind or I'm not seeing it in settings. In the dialogue boxes, it has a little thing at the bottom right, like press X to continue, but it does it automatically. It's not in options, but I remember there's a button which changes it in-game. Well, R3 changes your FOV. R1 tells you where to go. This right here is one of the best things they ever added to the Tales of franchise. I don't remember if it was first in, it might have been in Vesperia. If it wasn't Vesperia, then, did they have this in Graces? Was it Graces and Zillia? I know Zillia has it. But, like, older Tales of games do not have this, like, hold R to tell you to go where to go. But, all the ones that added it, genius. Genius. Dialogue cycle is defaulted and can't be turned off. Well, if it's defaulted, it has to be turned off somehow. Otherwise, it's not default, it's just the way the game is made. Player, help? Long skits. This doesn't help me. This is not what I'm looking for. Return, quick save, controls, title screen. Well, there's the controls, that helps. Triangle, square. Square opens the map. Square opens the map? Square opens the map. Interesting. Right, R3 is FOV. We've already established this. L2 and R2 do nothing. Alright, it might not be possible to change the thing, but, you know, maybe we'll get more options later since we are in tutorial land.
Hey, Velvet. Is Laphicet feeling better?
No, not yet. He needs a little more rest, I think.
Aw, too bad. Tell him I'm looking forward to hunting beetles with him again when he's better.
Right, got it.
Laphicet's illness sure is persistent.
Yeah, that fever still keeps coming back, like clockwork. The medicine always helps a little bit, but still.
That sounds terrible. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
Thanks, but we'll be fine. At least we've got Arthur to take care of anything that needs muscle. And before he came, Celica raised me and Laffy all by herself. So now I have to do my best too.
You sound just like your sister. That optimism must run in the family.
I do? That's nice of you to say.
Yeah, the optimism really runs in the family. Velvet, the optimist.
I should probably stock up on a few things before I go into the forest. I don't have a lot of money to spare. But like Arthur always says, battles are won and lost with the preparations made before the first strike.
Exactly, so let's go rob everyone. 3 kinds of treasure chests can be found in various places in the world. Each contains different items: copper, silver, gold. Look at all these people. Ah, I love the save points in this game. They just look so fancy, don't they? Big fan. All right, yes, I know how to save. Can I see my older save files, actually? Yeah, here we go. Playtime over 100 hours. That was... No, that's the older one. It's this one, the 85-hour one. So it was in... Why can't I think of what the 4th month is? What comes after March? It's April. I couldn't remember April for a minute. Please don't laugh. April 7th. So it was April last year I played this game on my own time so that I could get the Platinum Trophy. So that's when I last played Berseria, and that was the 2nd time I played it. First time I played it was in June of 2017, back when I finished the playthrough, I assume, the original one. Then I played again in 2022 of April to get the Platinum Trophy, and now we're playing it today, August 12th of 2023. Yep, there you have it.